Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Couch Crunch Podcast. I'm your host Nick. I have my two co-hosts with me, Don and Ramir. It has been a very, very long time. We apologize, guys, for such a long delay process. For all the listeners out there that have been still keeping up to date, 'cause we still kind of been keeping track of some of the listeners that actually been listening to the show periodically through the months have we been gone. Gladly appreciate those listens as well. Happy New Year, happy holidays, and we're looking forward for a new year to really give you guys a lot of content going forward. Guys, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and kind of give like a shout out, you can go ahead.
Hey, what up, guys? Yeah, like Nick said, it's been a long time. Yeah, like over like 3 months, I would say. But yeah, we're back, and I know it's a lot we missed, but yeah, I'm glad to be back here.
Yeah, Sam, what's going on, everybody? It's me here. I hope everybody's been having a good New Year so far, and I hope everybody's excited for some games that's coming out this year.
Oh yeah, definitely, guys. I mean, there's going to be a lot to really kind of go over, and we also gonna, we'll make another video separate going based off like all the games um that we really had a lot of fun playing last year. There was a lot of ones we didn't get to cover, but that's kind of the sweet spot to kind of go over those games from last year on a separate video for you guys. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Um, so I guess we can go ahead and start with like, so what are some of the most anticipated games coming out of this year, 2023? I'm guessing for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say my top five. There is a lot of games that are still unannounced. If you look up the list, I think I looked at like one of the IGN's list. It's like we only got dates, like actual dates for some of these games that are coming out only till July. Everything else seems to be on the back burner. Um, they're still unreleased titles. I mean, still unreleased dates for those big games, but for me, I would say my first is going to say, I think I wrote down the list during the Game Awards, but I think I felt I left some out. But for me on my list, I think I put Hellboy. That looked really good during the Game Awards. I didn't even know about I didn't even know who made like what company made the game, or I thought honestly it looked like it was like from a Tall Tale Games, just like how from the
I was about to
animation.
say,
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't know if that was like the same people who made it, but it looks really good. It looks promising to me, so I think that's gonna be a good game. Um, I think it's the next one I had on that list was Atomic Heart. That one looks really really freaking good. Um,
That's gonna be that. If that's not good, like if that game flops, then it's gonna be an issue.
it's, I mean, I hope it doesn't. I mean, it looks like it captures a lot
Hold
of.
on, who's developing it?
Yeah, I don't even know. That's a good question.
Hold on, let me look that up now. Who's developing this?
Atomic
It's
Heart.
being developed by Mudfish.
Mudfish. Yep.
Mudfish. What did they came out with?
I don't
This
even.
might be like a new studio. I don't know. I've never heard of them before. I mean, but the game looks good though. The game looks good. It takes place back in the old days. I believe it's anywhere between the 1930s and 1950s.
Yeah.
Looks like a World War era. Um, the gameplay looks really good though. Really good.
Really, really promising. And that, I think what gravitated towards me is kind of, I do like the atmosphere of it. I like that it's a, kind of I don't know if there's powers in it, but, I like the guns in there. It looks pretty dope. Um, so yeah, I mean, I obviously I don't know too much to really say on it, but it looks really good for me to play it, give it a shot. Um, I
Yeah,
think,
I'm surprised they just showed it as like one of the, like a commercial kind of game. I thought they was gonna talk about it more, but yeah,
yeah,
like during the game.
we'll talk about the Game Awards in a little bit too, because I feel as though like I feel as though a lot of people were kind of like, feeling like some games should have been given more awards, especially for the Plague's Tale. You know what I mean? Honestly, I mean, we'll leave that for later on. But for me, I kind of want to get through this list. Um, I think another one was After Us. I think isn't it with that that light girl or something like that. I think that's what it's called, right?
After Us.
I think it's called After Us game. Yeah, After Us. Yeah, that was actually another game. I think it's only going to be for PS5 exclusive. Oh, I'm sorry, next gen console. Oh wait, no. Yeah. It's next gen console, so it's going to be coming out. No release date on it, but I think it looked pretty dope. Going, just watching the gameplay from it, that looked pretty good for me. Star Wars definitely. The last game was phenomenal. I thought that it was the last boss was hard, but it was nice to see a continuation from that game.
That game looks really good. Like the gameplay trailer they showed us the second, it looks really good.
It looks really fucking great, bro. Like, and then
they look like they stepped up on a lot of the combat, which the combat in the first game was great.
Yeah,
I had no issue with the combat in the first one, but they just took it to another level with the combat.
And he looks a lot more mature. A lot of time has gone by. I'm really curious to see like what's his new journey going to be set out on. In this one, because I believe like the first one he was just I couldn't even remember the concept because I haven't played it in such a long time. I was actually gonna try to like replay it again before the new one comes out just to get a refresher. But it looks great. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot of Star Wars fans are really looking forward to that. And then it's
so weird. My fault. I don't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
It's so weird with that game because like I think we mentioned it before a while back, but like, Fallen Order was one of those games that like I don't think no one really asked for, but the game delivered. And like I feel like this is the same thing with the sequel. So like, and this is no, offense to you putting in your top 5. You have all right to do so. But I just felt like it's the sequel that I don't think anybody. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem like it's anticipated for. It just seems like a sequel that everybody's seen coming. If that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that like nobody was really excited for, but it came out and nobody was surprised. But it came out very well. I think the only game that I'm thinking of is like, I mean, like I wasn't playing this game at the time when it came out, but like Titanfall 2, like Titanfall 1 was great. It had a lot of hype around it. It was very good, very successful.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think people really were anticipating a sequel. And it's just like one of those things that just happened because of the success of the first one. Whereas though, like when it came out, it was just like, okay, like I wasn't expecting anything less than what it was already. What it already was.
I kind of agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
I kind of agree with that because I feel as though this one could have just done well on its own. And then plus it's like with the Star Wars Eclipse game also on the way as well. I mean, I didn't think that we were going to get like a sequel to, this one. So, I mean, this one was kind of really unexpected, but we'll see how it actually when it comes out. I mean, I have no doubt that it's actually going to do really well though.
They can only go up from here. Like the story can't, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is one of those sequels that I have no worries for because again, the first one was so good. And then I fully trust in like Respawn as a developer team. Like all their games are very solid. So I don't really see anything going wrong with this.
And Don, what were you going to say? I'm sorry, you wanted to chime in.
Oh, no, I was just about to say, I want to definitely get around playing the first one because I never played it when it initially came out. So, yeah, from looking from the trailers from that one, second one, it looks real crisp. Like, I can see, like, the cult fan base especially looking forward to playing that.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely encourage you to play that first one. It's a really fucking heavy-driven, story-based game. Combat's great. I mean, there's not much that you would want to axe out of a Star Wars game, especially in this time period. Because, you also got Battlefront that's also strictly multiplayer based. So, but for a single player story-driven game, you know what I mean? It's not really much to ask for in this time. So I would say like this is great. I'm not sure what the Eclipse is really going to go towards. That's something we'll talk about on a separate episode. But I'm waiting for it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I'm expecting. And then I think for the last one that I wrote on here, I think I'm missing one. I just can't remember. Hogwarts. Yeah, I would say Hogwarts too because there's going to be a lot of things to do, and I mean we've played. I personally played like the old style, back in like the early PS2 days and stuff like that with Harry Potter's and stuff like that. I mean, it was for its time, it was not. I mean, it was all right, but this is the first time we're actually getting an actual, you know, how would you say like an open worldish type thing? You know what I mean? Open
Yeah,
worlds.
I think it's like an RPG, open world RPG type.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
customization.
definitely not. I don't think it's like action and adventure. I think it's more RPG based.
Yeah, fantasy driven. So you know what I mean. It's like I like the fact that you can, it really educates you on how to be a wizard. You know what I mean? I think that's fun. You get to actually read spells and stuff like that out of books. So I think that's for me. Those are going to be my top 5. You guys can go next. Don, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I go. All right. So, yeah, for mine, so I was like, it's like a mixture of like games I already was anticipating last year for this year, and some games that I seen like during the Game Awards. So, I would say one of the recent games I'm anticipating that's about to come out, Wulong Fallen Dynasty. That's like from believe the developers that Team Ninja. They made Neo games, the Neo 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game looks real nice. That's like a JRPG kind of like.
Did you ever get a chance to play the demo?
Oh no, I wanted to though. I missed it at the time it came out. I didn't even know it was a demo.
I think it's still available. I think it's a free demo up there. I think it's still available.
Okay.
I don't know if it's only for like PS5 and Xbox, but I know I think it's still in the store though.
Oh wow! Oh, these are the same people that made Ninja Gaiden. That's awesome.
Oh okay. Oh yeah, they did that too.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, like for people that's like into like Soul type games or like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that, it's like up that alley. So if anybody's looking forward to that, and I was looking forward to Final Fantasy 16. I know I only own a PS4 as we speak, but eventually when I get my PS5, that's probably one of the first games I get. Final Fantasy 16 when that drops. That finally got a release date. Also say Project Eve. No, I'm not sure.
Eve, I can't wait for it.
Oh, well,
Project Eve, I can't wait for.
Oh yeah, that looks so sick. Like if you're into like Devil May Cry kind of games or like Bayonetta, that's probably up your alley too.
I mean, I've seen gameplay from Project Eve. It looks really good. I wanted to give it a shot when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they're like a Korean game developer company. They like usually make like phone games, but like they just started to make like for consoles. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I hope it comes out this year. They didn't have a set date yet, but I also put Armored Core. That's that's from Software. They just announced that on the Game Awards as well.
Armored Core is that
try? I know that's like an older series from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Isn't that like kind of like one of their old games that they're just kind of remaking in a way?
Oh no, it's a sequel. I believe it's like the 5th one from the series.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. So I know like a lot of hardcore fans from that fan base is looking forward to that. I'll probably give it a try. I never played like a mecha kind of game before, giant robots and shit. So I'll definitely try that out too.
I mean, the difficulty is not going to change what setting is, their games are going to be. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just be interesting to play that kind of, because I never played that kind of game from them before, from Software. That'd be interesting to dive into. But also, I would say Tekken 8. Of course, I'm a Tekken head, so that looks so beautiful. I know that's another exclusive like PS5 game, but that's definitely on my list when I get one.
What is that set to be out though? I think that's the summertime, right, this year?
Yeah, I think it's before Street Fighter 6.
When's that? When Street Fighter 6 come out?
Street Fighter 6 is in June.
Okay, so it probably comes out in like roughly spring going into summer. Not bad.
Yeah, around the springtime, I say. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tekken 8. Yeah, that's looking. A lot of Tekken heads are looking forward to that.
I mean, when
too.
I seen I was so confused when I seen the gameplay for it during the Game Awards. I honestly remember I was telling you that I was like I couldn't tell the difference because I mean I am a Street Fighter fan, but not the biggest Street Fighter fan. It's just the graphics on that particular one. I thought that was like a spin-off or something like that. When I seen the Game Awards, it just when they said Street Fighter 6, I was thinking like it was going to be like this major difference on graphics wise. You know what I mean? Like just strictly graphics.
When it
Yeah,
explained like the customized character part.
yeah. Like remember when they were showing it? I thought it was like some sort of knockoff of Street Fighter, and then when they said Street Fighter 6, I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just I thought it was going to be a lot better looking for Street Fighter 6 coming out.
Oh yeah, because they like doing like this new thing. Well, they did it before in one of the other Street Fighter games. I know that because they're adding like a story mode to it where you can make your own character, and that's probably why it looks like that in that part of the game. I don't know where you can do like boxing and play different mini games, whatnot.
Yeah, my favorite character is going to be the Jamaican guy. I like him.
Yeah, they got a lot of characters in there.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Tekken 8 lineup too, because I know they're gonna add more characters to that as well. So, and I also would say Warhead. That's another series that's been around for a while. It's like based off a old board game, but I know they made up a couple of other games before.
That's Warhammer, right? That's what you meant.
My bad, Warhammer Space Marine. Yeah, that looks pretty crisp. So I like that. That looks like a hack and slash kind of game and a shooter as well.
Hold on, because I think I played that. I think it came out already.
Warhammer Space Marine for 40,000.
Hold on, let me see.
I thought it was released.
Space Marine 400,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's a remake of it or something that's in development because, like, it says that the game already came out in 2011. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of so the one that I played was Warhammer 4000 Darktide. Is that the one you're talking about?
Darktide. Oh no,
you said Space Marines. Yeah, you said Space. Okay, yeah, I didn't. Okay, yeah, I played Darktide. Darktide is pretty good. It's like a co-op monster shooter.
And you said Space Marines, right? Is it? I'm guessing it's like Space Marines 2, correct? I think it's part 2. I think part 1 came out in 2011.
I think so. It's a long title.
Yeah, it is. It says this Warhammer 4000 Space Marines 2 comes out 2023. They don't have a release date though.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's it right there.
All right, I like your lineup, Don. Mir, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I got a couple. I'm gonna try to narrow it down to the best 5 though. I guess for one, this would be new for me, but Dead Space. I'm looking forward to Dead Space. That comes out January 27th.
Oh, Dead Space. 14 years in the making. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely excited for Dead Space. I'm fresh. I finished Callisto Protocol a couple weeks ago, so I think I still have like the horror like built up. So I think I'll be pretty excited for this.
Oh man, Callisto Protocol was just so broken, man. It was just like there was so many things wrong with the game when it first came out.
That game is a piece of work. It's not horrible, but it definitely is a piece of work.
I couldn't finish it, man. I was like, I feel like I wasted my money on it, and then I was just like, I can't do that. It was the one part. What was it that he actually had to? I may be still in the beginning stages of the game, but where he had to go across this like giant elevator, and they just kept coming up while the elevator part was moving. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think that's like. I think you're getting close to the middle. I think it's towards the middle of the game. The game's not that long. I beat it in like 7 hours, so it's not that long.
It's just frustrating though, right?
Huh?
It's just frustrating though because of,
Yeah, the combat is horrible. If there's any downfall to that game, it's the combat alone.
and the reason,
combat is absolutely
but the reason
horrible.
for that is because like I mean, you don't have nearly half the weapons that Isaac has. Like the guns that
Yeah.
Isaac has is way better than the shit
Yeah.
that you gives you. And then like another gamer had told me too recently that because they're playing that game as well. It's kind of seemed like it's more combat driven, like with more melee. You know what I mean? Like they really wanted you to use that stun bat thing. I don't know what that.
Yeah, I mean, which is fair, but like it has to. The thing I have with it is like the field of view is horrible. Like the game is too full. Like the game is too zoomed in. Like you can't see the field of view of other enemies. That's the issue.
It's only focusing on your back most of the time.
Right. So like, you never know who's behind you or who's coming, at any angle.
Right.
So it's like, and then the weapon, like, it does its job when it hits multiple enemies, but the problem is like it takes fucking 25 hits to kill one enemy.
And they're not
So
bosses;
it's like-
they're regular enemies, right? And the thing is, it's like you
Yeah.
can't run from them either because they're a lot faster
Nope.
than
Yeah,
you are.
can't. That game is absolutely horrible when it comes to like just being movement wise. It's so sluggish. Again, like you said, you barely can run. Like there's very, very little moments where you get opportunities to run and like find cover for yourself.
Right. And the thing is, the only reason why it got so much backlash when it actually came out because I think it faced a lot of like bugs and shit on the PC version. And
I heard they said PC at launch it was shit. It was unplayable.
Yeah, I did that mistake. I bought it for PC and I had to refund the shit because it was really like laggy on that one on that version. So
I heard they patched it though, so it's pretty good now.
Yeah. I think it came out with like a couple of patches actually.
Yeah.
Still, it doesn't change how hard the fucking game is in general. So
Yeah.
But
anyway, yeah, Dead Space. You already mentioned a few, so I won't put these in mind. But again, I still like am anticipating for them. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
Atomic Heart, of course. Jedi Survivor. So my next one. So if my first one is Dead Space, my second one is Resident Evil 4 Remake. That is a must. I can't wait for that.
March. I think it's March, right?
Yep, that's March 24th at the end of the month. God, Resident. So like, there's this ongoing debate about which is the best Resident Evil, especially among like the early ones. I haven't played 4. I've purposely been waiting to not play it. So once I play 4, I'll kind of go back and revisit the first 4 and be like, all right, well, which one actually is the best? Because 2 is probably still my favorite.
Yeah.
3, I love the gameplay of 3 out of all of them.
Yeah, the game.
Like
that was a really
5 has a special place in my heart only because like I grew up to that game, and like that was like one of the first
co-op
games that I really like that co-op experience. 5 was just there. But I haven't played 4, so I am excited about 4. Leon's probably like one of my favorite Resident Evil characters, so it'll be pretty cool to play as him again.
Right.
And then I mean, it's Resident Evil. It pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah, I want to say definitely 4 would probably be the best. I played 4. Just because on how like the story was kind of going in that one, and I think most people would kind of tell you 4 would be the best. But
See, I'm only going to disagree with that even early on, only because like in terms of story, my favorite is Resident Evil 2. Like the whole concept of Leon being a rookie cop going into the police station for like his first day.
Yeah.
That story is fucking phenomenal. Like the setting, that's one thing. Like I'm already like the setting for Resident Evil 4, in my opinion, doesn't even come close to like the police station in Resident Evil 2.
Well, because
but then again, I don't know. Who knows? It might with this remake, it might change my opinion.
Because that's what threw a lot of people off, because it was kind of like Leon just kind of in this random village.
Which he's there for a purpose,
yeah,
of course.
Right.
But to go from the police station as a police officer, to like, because I think it takes place years later.
Yeah,
I know it's
yeah.
not right after Resident Evil 2. It's a few years
No,
later.
it is a couple years later after that situation. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my second one. My third is probably going to be Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, which is May 26th.
I haven't even seen gameplay on that yet.
Yeah, there wasn't gameplay. The trailer that they showed at the Game Awards was like a cinematic, but it looks good. That looks really good, super promising. Again, it's by Rocksteady, so Rocksteady. Obviously they made all the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah, I had to think. I really was thinking for a second. I was like, Rocksteady.
Yeah, I have no worries. This game looks super promising. I'm predicting it to get at least an 85 on Metacritic, calling it now. And if it doesn't, then I think it'll still be pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. I think it might. It'll be probably one of the games that get actually nominated for Game of the Year this year. Hopefully.
So that was number 3. After that, God, there's so many.
It is. You got Legend of Zelda too up there.
Yeah, I'd probably put that in there, but I'd probably put that as an honorable mention. I know that's on people's list for sure. Like that Tears of Kingdom, when that comes out, I can only imagine how many hours people are going to put into that game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh yeah, and at the Game Awards, that's actually that won the award for the most anticipated.
It did. Yeah, I forgot about that. Because it was 3.
Because at the time, before before Santa Monica decided to drop a release date finally in half damn near the year. I
knew God of War was coming out in November.
I don't know, man. It took so fucking long for them to do that. That's what frustrated me the most. I was like, could you guys could have waited, or did you want they didn't know what to do. It just felt like, you know what I mean? But that's why I'm saying at the time I thought it was actually going to drop this year. But I'm cool with it. I had finished it and it was a good game.
I think what it is mind you, these guys are they work for Sony, right? In a sense, I think the thing about it is that they secretly all have deadlines. When you think about it, they all have deadlines they have to meet. So Insomniac, they're partner with Sony. Santa Monica, Naughty Dog. These guys all have time. They probably won't mention it, but they have time periods to when games are because the thing about it, if you think about it, Sony games don't a lot of Sony games don't come out around each other. Yeah. Right? We had Horizon Forbidden West in the beginning of the year.
Which I thought was bullshit, that the fact that it even went not one. It wasn't even mentioned.
Right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But you had Horizon in the beginning of the year, and then you had God of War towards the end of the year, right? But think about the period. So Forbidden West from Horizon Zero Dawn, that took 4 or 5 years? And then God of War took 4 years. But mind you, in between that, you still had other games from other developers, right? So you had Sucker Punch, you had Ghost of Tsushima that held it down. You had Ratchet and Clank in the middle. Yeah. Mind you, Insomniac, Spider-Man came out in 2014. So now we're getting the sequel this year.
Right.
So it's I think it's all about them having a deadline. So even the next God of War, right? I'd give it another 4 years. So probably anywhere between 2026, maybe 2027.
I mean, I hope there's not another one, because the way that this one ended, it's kind of how would you even write? I think the man has kind of been through enough, you know what I mean? And it was nice to see that he finally was able to make a big transition to, from the Kratos that we all known and love, for a long time, but he finally found peace within himself, and, it ended on such a great note. So it's will we see another one? It's I have no idea. I really hope not.
I'm sure we will.
because
it's too successful. Like,
but it's like,
and you know, most games they go out as a trilogy.
but this
like,
is what I mean. That like the story is just gonna be like, so where are we going now? Are we actually going to like the Egypt times, or like what else?
I mean, you could have said that about 2018, right? 2018 ended so well where, you know, you might have thought that it probably didn't need a sequel, but then Ragnarok came out and everybody was blown away.
Because the way that this one ended, it kind of feels like it will probably be like some sort of spin-off from with his son, because his son kind of set off to his own journey. So, I mean, like I said, like if you could do that, that's fine. But, you know, with Kratos, I in my personal opinion, I just think like just leave the guy alone. There's nothing else to talk about at this point or for him to do. But I mean, if like you said, every fan probably wants another game. But I look at it like this, like, man, if the story's already written it out itself, it's kind of like, where are we going now? You know what I mean? Like I feel as though if it's already left on such a great, because how can it get greater than this? That's, you got to ask yourself that. You know what I mean? Like how can they do better than this? Like it was finished so well that it's like I don't even want another one. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll just say this: there's some people, there's some amazing writers out there. Like you never know.
I don't doubt that. And if there is another one, I'll be shocked. I'll say I don't. Me as a true fan, I just want it to be like, I don't want it to be a situation where it's like, if it's going in a direction where it's like now it's becoming stupid. Now I have like,
I doubt that I don't. I get what you're saying, but I don't think that'll happen though.
I hope not.
Because again, like it's Santa Monica. They've produced nothing but quality games.
They have,
and again, they take their time. Like
yeah. They do.
It's not like they're rushing every year.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think they have everything mapped out the way how they want God of War to go. I think we may see another one, but if we do, it'll probably genuinely be the last one. And then I think God of War will be pretty much put to rest.
And that.
I guess you can do spinoff. Like
that's what I mean. Like I'm saying, like,
I mean, there's the only spinoff they can do is based off of Atreus. I mean, who we gonna play? Is Freya? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I mean. I'm saying like the way this one was that it ended. You know, his son. I mean, if anybody who hasn't got a chance to be there, I apologize. You know, spoilers. But I mean, listen, I mean, like he was already setting off on his own journey. That's why I'm saying maybe there's, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but he had a purpose for that though.
He did.
Like it's not like he didn't leave, like he didn't do his own thing because, you know, he wanted to.
Right.
It was more so, it was a reason behind it. Like, which we won't get into because we won't spoil it.
Yeah.
You know, it was a reason why he decided to make those decisions on his own.
Right.
But anyway, we'll talk about God of War. I guess my fourth one is Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Ooh, I haven't heard anything coming from Assassin's Creed yet.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I think it's definitely well deserved the wait. The last one was Valhalla, which was 2 years ago. Well, actually going on 3 years ago. And from what I've seen from the trailer, it looks like it's going back to the original roots.
Is that like
definitely in terms of what'd you say?
No, I was like, is that with like the Animus and stuff like that, or no?
I'm not sure about that. I don't remember from the trailer, but more so settings wise. So like obviously this play takes place in a different setting, but more so like it's paying tribute to the classic appearance in terms of like their attire. They're back to like the original robes. They're back to the classic assassinations. So like there's the hidden blade, you know, going from rooftops, assassinating your targets. And it's a little bit more linear. So like it's open world, but it's not. I'm hoping that it's not open world like how Valhalla and what was the one before that? I think it was Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Origins. Like those were very open world to where it was like it was just too much open world. Where it wasn't like it was taking away from Assassin's Creed itself. Like it didn't feel like Assassin's Creed. So hopefully, you know, they go back to the original, like more linear, like obviously still open world, free roam, but like a lot more smaller world. and I'm just hoping that the story on this is really good. So yeah, I definitely need a classic Assassin's Creed game to play again.
Yeah, I haven't had. I still think, in my opinion, 3 was like hands down the best one out of all of them.
I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna say Assassin's Creed 2.
Ezio.
3 is the only one I played.
Yeah, just because Connor's the shit.
And then what is my last one? I don't think there's so many. I guess for now, this will probably subject to change, but for now, I'd probably just go with The Wolf Among Us Part 2.
Yay.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Oh man, remember I used to be so hyped playing that game all the time. The first one, it was. I love Tall
That
Tale.
game was really good.
Yeah, Tall Tale games are the shit.
It was really good. Oh no, I'm sorry. I take that back. I don't know how I missed this, but I mentioned it earlier. Spider-Man 2, easily.
Oh
Spider-Man
yeah,
2.
I said that. I said that to Don like off the air, and I said like, look, listen, bro, like
Spider-Man 2. Easily.
Spider-Man 2 is definitely it. They don't have a release date, but apparently they're saying they're expecting probably like I think fall, maybe
fall for sure.
Yeah.
It's coming out in the fall.
And are they the same people that's actually making the Wolverine game, or no?
Yeah, it's Insomniac.
Okay, so they're doing both. Damn.
Yes. Yep. They're completely. They're not like parallel. They're not the same. Like they won't be connected at all.
Completely 2 different games.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I do want to throw another honorable mention. Crash Team Rumble. I do want to play that.
The one it was at the Game Awards, right? That shit looked pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Like it's everybody's if about it. Like it's again, like to my point, like how I mentioned about earlier. What game was? Oh, the Star Wars, right? Like it's not a game that I don't think anybody's anticipating or looking forward for. But like it was just one of those games where I wouldn't have been surprised if this was in development anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because the success of the Trash, the Crash collection, and then the Crash Team Racing, like, again, those games, like, if you would have told me that in 2017, the Crash trilogy, whenever it came out, was coming out, and then if you never would have told me that Crash Team Racing was coming out a year or 2 after that,
yeah,
I would have never cared. But
I was
again,
good. I was just, the same
like
thing.
not in a bad way. Like I didn't want it or I don't appreciate it, but it's just one of those sequels where it's like, oh, whatever. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean?
Right.
I know it's going to be good, but like I wasn't expecting this nowhere near that I want it. Like, so it's just one of those things. It's like I didn't really care if they continued Crash or not, but I mean because they are. I mean that's pretty cool. So like yeah, I mean, Crash Team Rumble is pretty good.
What did you say, Don?
Yeah, my bad, man. I was about to say, I think it's like a successor. I mean, they're going based off of like the old Crash Bash game from the PS1 era.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're for.
Yeah, yeah,
that's what it's like. They were showcasing it.
Which I'd rather have them just remake it Crash Bash. I don't know if there was an issue with the titling to get it that, but
it seemed like
at this point, I think I don't even know. I don't even think Crash Bash was developed by Naughty Dog. I think it was developed by somebody else.
I got you.
Let me see.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
It was developed by something. So, Eurocom Entertainment. So, I mean, they might have wanted to do it that way, but obviously the licensing with the name. And then they're not even a developing team anymore. They're just funded. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that too because, you know, who isn't a fan of Crash Bandicoot? It's like kind of one of the first games that you play actually for PlayStation in general. So I think everybody's kind of expecting that to come out too.
Yeah, I was laughing because during the showcase for it at the Game Awards, the Crash mascot, they brought it back, and
his shoulder, his shoulder was like so fucking huge.
Yeah, they definitely did that.
That's so funny.
Oh man, these are great. These are all great games that we're actually bringing up. I hope everybody that's listening is enjoying like the games that we're talking, and can't wait to hear your comments as well. And now, since we are talking, like, to piggyback off what Don said about the crash, I mean, we might as well just get into the Game Awards, right? Like, I mean, what did you guys kind of feel like some of the games that, I mean, we all agree maybe with the games that were really already in the actual Game Awards, but is there some that should have been in there? You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys feel that.
In which category?
It doesn't matter, like that, because I feel as though there is a lot of games that just didn't get like mentioned in like.
Let me pull up the nominees again.
Yeah, because it's like spread out through best sound, best picture quality, best story. You know what I mean?
So we'll just cover the most important one.
Yeah.
I think Game of the Year was pretty solid. I mean, A Plague's Tale, God of War Ragnarok, Xenoblade 3, Stray, Horizon, Elden Ring. I mean, those all make sense.
I still think they dropped the ball with fucking Horizon. They not even one award. Just not.
I think some. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, Horizon not winning any award is just crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's bogus, man. That's bullshit. You know, at least it could have got one thing. Obviously, it wasn't going to be a contender. Well, it was a contender, I think, for game of the year. No, it wasn't, right? I think it was just something else. I think it was Stray, Elden Ring, God of War, and I think it was, what other game was there?
For which one? Game of the Year?
Game of the Year, yeah.
Yeah, it was A Plague's Tale, Xenoblade 3, Stray, Forbidden West, Ragnarok, and Elden Ring.
Look, and no offense to anybody who enjoys Stray, but it's like, it mind blows me that it's a cat. And it's
no, Stray's a really good game.
You beat it?
Stray. Yeah, Stray's a really good game.
I'm playing
Stray
it now.
Is solid.
And that's why I can't add too much input on it, because I'm currently playing it right now. I just really want to be able to beat it to see what the hype is. But I'm just saying, it's like
Stray's really good.
It's crazy. I just find it mind-boggling that it's like an indie game going against like triple platinum games. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
I mean, that's, to be fair. I mean, It Takes Two won the year before that, and technically, didn't that come out as an indie game?
Was it?
I don't think that was I don't think that was a AAA game.
Was that a PlayStation exclusive?
No, but he's saying was it an indie game?
Yeah, I think when it initially came, like, now if you look at it, it's probably not seen as that anymore.
But at first,
when the game first came out, it was
only like
it was categorized as an indie game.
Yeah, because it was only like $40.
Yeah, I think it was categorized as an indie game.
Yeah, now that it probably, what year did it win? That won 2021 Game of the Year.
2021.
Right? That's crazy.
But then again, I don't think there was much that, I mean,
during that time,
go back to 2021, but best game direction. I mean, I guess I see this, but for example, best game direction, they have it awarded for the most outstanding creative vision and the most innovative game direction and design. I feel like, not, like, when you talk about innovation, I don't really see what's super innovative about Elden Ring. It just takes a bunch of different elements, just throws the shit all together. But then again, I can't say the same thing for God of War either. Like, God of War is not super innovative or anything. Same thing with Horizon.
I think what it's innovative is that it kind of reinvented the idea of open world. Like, to me, I think it perfected the open world concept as a category. So,
in what way though? Because I'm trying to see it.
Because the way it seems like things are usually when you go into an open world game like Far Cry or something like that, it's just like a sandbox kind of game. It's not really going on. But with Elden Ring, it seems like things are living within. It seems lively, like it's a world actually, rather than it's just like a sandbox.
Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Like everywhere you
feel
go,
What'd you say?
He's saying
everywhere you go, you will see something different. It's surprising. You can stumble across some shit, and then it's it's on take you to a new path or something.
So to add on your point, so it's kind of like, all right, I think you kind of mentioned Far Cry, right? Like, it's kind of like being on the island, and it's it's still the island, just different parts of the island, but it's still the island. Versus in Elden Ring, there's completely different. There's the bottom. There's the underworld type thing. There's a completely different map in there. And then I think it goes deeper. That's kind of what you mean, right? Like different settings within the world, right?
Yeah, and like you have like characters interacting.
Okay,
with
I gotcha.
So
I gotcha.
I get it, but that all comes from everything else, though. Like, no, don't get me wrong. I see exactly what you're saying, and I agree with you. But it's just like, it's not like anything we haven't seen before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking layers and layers of the inner world. Like, that's in multiple open world games. Like, you can argue that Assassin's Creed is like that in many ways, right? Like, you have your different, I guess, districts or areas or whatever that you go to. And then within those districts, you know, there's so much to explore in those areas.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, is that I will agree with you. Elden Ring does it the best, for sure. Like, Elden Ring has so many secrets, so many bosses, so many items that it's like, you can literally spend years playing Elden Ring and just exploring and finding shit. Like,
yeah,
the replayability for Elden Ring is insane.
And that's what, that's what makes it so great.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like I remember at one point, like I stumbled across like a bush and I hit it by accident, and a character came out, and it took me to like this harder like submission, like I didn't even know about. It's like stuff like that, like interacting with each other without you even being there, like like a war against each other, like two different groups. That's what I mean. Like it feels like lived in.
No,
better than like
I see your point.
Or probably like they're like NPCs or whatnot, not really doing anything.
Look, man, this is how I see it, right? And it's like it was only fair that Elden Ring had won the Game of the Year, and the only reason why I say that is because you know how the gaming industry it shook the foundation. Everybody wanted to fucking play this game, and everybody was playing that game when it came out.
Yeah, but the thing is like everybody didn't complete the game though. That's the thing. Like, yeah, you had a lot of casuals that wanted to play the game,
but they probably dropped it.
The question is, did they actually finish the game though? Like,
that's,
you know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Elden Ring was simply based off of hype.
It just it almost just didn't feel fair. Where versus God of War coming out fucking the tail end of the year and already going to win Game of the Year. Like that's to me that's just not.
I believe God of War should have won.
It's just not fair. It's not. It wouldn't be fair. It's just how long has Elden Ring been out since March of this?
I mean that doesn't. I mean, but we're talking about how innovative it is and how it shook up the industry, right? That speaks for itself. So the duration between when the games came out, that shouldn't matter. Like Elden Ring still came out in 2022, so it's like regardless. It still had its run. It had its impact. It had everybody for like at least 2 months playing it. So like,
3 for me.
I think I took God of War, the story and the gameplay is just far more like it's not even comparable. And I know you can't compare the two games because they're completely two different games.
Yeah.
But like the combat in God of War, even the boss fights, some of the boss fights are very hard too. Like, they're more simplistic than Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring's bosses are pretty simple too. Like, it's all about following patterns.
Yeah.
But like some of the bosses in God of War were difficult. Like some of them were pretty challenging.
Yeah, I can't even argue with that. They were
like, some of the bosses, like even the last fight.
Oh, I mean, Odin. Crazy, yeah, Odin was whipping ass, man.
Well, mind you, we don't want to spoil anything, but like there is a fight with Odin for sure.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like that fight alone was you know, it's not that it was super difficult, but it was very intense. Like there was a lot going on. Definitely like be prepared towards the end of the game. Like,
I don't know, man. I think I had a feeling it was gonna win, man. I had a feeling when they
I'm not mad that it won.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Elden Ring for sure deserves it, but my personal bias. I preferred God of War, but like, no, Elden Ring is fucking phenomenal.
Well, who's to say that it can't win? Would it technically not win this next upcoming Game of the Year? Because technically, right? Like, or no, is this still considered?
Well, no, God of War is 2022.
Oh, okay, so it still goes based off of like the year.
Only the Grammys do shit like that. Like Grammys do shit like that where they nominate albums from fucking different years and shit. Like, I know, like, fucking at the Grammys this year, Adele's album from 2021 is being nominated. And mind you, we're in it's going to be the 2023 Grammys, and you're nominating an album from 2021. So it's like their cutoff periods are so fucking weird. When things are eligible or not. So it's just like the Game Awards does not need to do that.
Okay, no,
keep things strictly within the year.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I just thought that's how they were doing it because it made sense. Like it hasn't been a full year for the game to be released, so I thought it was actually just gonna go based off like when it comes up to like November again.
Now God of War snugged enough awards. I think they'll be all right.
Well, December. I'm sorry, it came out December.
Got a lot of awards.
And how'd you feel about Game Awards, man?
Oh yeah. What you were saying. First question. The game that I thought got at least nominated. I don't think they even said anything about No More Heroes 3. I seen like a lot of people like that game. I actually recently got into the series, the first one too. So I suppose that wasn't up there.
Did the last one come out this year? 2022.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah, I believe that came out like during the summer.
Oh, and it didn't even get mentioned. Damn.
I don't think so.
Well, mind at the time in the summer, Splatoon 3 came out. So if anything revolving the Switch.
Oh yeah, bring
it was sitting around Splatoon.
Wait, bring up that one category. What was that category? The best multiplayer game? I thought that was that the one that won that? Or I know it was one of them between it was Call of Duty, and I was like, no fucking way.
It was
no fucking way.
Oh yeah, it was pinned against Call of Duty.
I think it was Splatoon 3.
So many fun categories. Yeah, so there was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I mean, Splatoon makes sense.
It compared to Call of Duty?
Yeah. Bro, respectfully, the only people who say Call of Duty wins anything is fucking people who only love Call of Duty. Like, let's be real here. Like, no, like, in terms of just like overall fun,
that blew my mind.
Splatoon is much better. And it's a much better. What'd you say?
And maybe that was hard for me to really like kind of see that, you know what I mean? Because I'm not even I haven't even played
like,
it.
Mind you, you're so indulged in like, it being Call of Duty.
It's such a huge
always fucking wins everything.
Yeah, because it's a huge fan base. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but like no. Splatoon. I'd even put Overwatch 2 over Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Like don't get me wrong, Modern Warfare 2 is great. Like I still play it from time to time, but like it's Call of Duty. Like we've been playing this shit since we were fucking 10. Like you know what I mean? Like there's not much they do to change it up.
No, it's the same shit over and over.
I'd literally probably put every multiplayer game on this list over Call of Duty. Multiverses was great when it came out. I haven't played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but Splatoon 3 definitely.
Yeah, which one are they talking about with that? I don't even.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I haven't played that one.
I didn't even know about that game.
Oh yeah, wasn't that like a remake, like of an old retro game?
I think it was.
I
think it was. Yeah.
I hear a lot of pictures about that one too.
So there's the best sports game. What do you think guys won that, if you remember?
I think it was FIFA, right? Wasn't it FIFA?
FIFA's on here. FIFA.
It can't be Madden. It's Madden.
Madden's not even nominated.
All right.
It is
soccer.
So I'll show you all the. I'll
FIFA.
show you. I'll just go over everything that was nominated and didn't give me a guess. Right. So there was F122, which is a racing game. FIFA 23, NBA 2K23, Ollie World, and Gran Turismo 7.
7, I guess.
I'm not even familiar with all the games on that list, but
wait, Don, what'd you say?
Gran Turismo 7.
And Nick, what did you say?
I was gonna say Ollie World.
Yeah, I was right. Gran Turismo 7.
Damn.
For some reason, Gran Turismo always wins the award every time.
I don't know, man. Don't people get tired of fucking racing games?
Well,
I don't know.
Gran Turismo is like, it's one of those, again, like, adding to my point, like with Sony, like, I think Sony has deadlines. You know, it's been in development for like fucking 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, there was no racing game. I mean, mind you, Forza Horizon 5 came out the year before that. So, like, that couldn't compete with it. It only made sense, right? Like, I mean, Ali World was cool, but, you know, they're not going to give an indie game over a fucking AAA game like Gran Turismo. So, and then 2K, like, who the fuck would play 2K over Gran Turismo?
2K fans. That's it. 2K fans.
Who the fuck plays 2K over Gran Turismo?
Oh man! All right, what's the next category?
So if you remember, there was a best sim game, pretty much with the best strategy. I mean, this one's pretty much self-explanatory, but the nominees were Dune. There was a game called Dune Space Wars, Total Warhammer 3, Victoria 3, 2 Point Campus, and Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
I don't even remember that. And I watched the Game Awards from the beginning. I don't remember that one.
Mario Sparks of Hope won. That game is fucking great. Like, that's a really good game.
Was that a Nintendo? Obviously, a Nintendo Switch game, but
I call bullshit on this one. But I don't even remember this shit being announced. But whatever.
Right, that's what I mean.
Like, this is this one that I'm about to get to. I call bullshit on this so hard. But it's the best family game category, and it's described as for the best game appropriate for family play, in respective to the platform or genre. So all the nominees were Nintendo Switch Sports, Splatoon 3, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, Mario plus Rabbids, and then Kirby the Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, Kirby won that. I remember that.
I feel cool bullshit on that though, because like you're talking about a family-friendly game. I mean, yeah, from the perspective that Kirby like might be a very youthful, kiddish kind of game, but like for family play, bro, Forgotten Land, was that shit even co-op?
No, it was only single player.
Like, I'd see fucking, first of all, Mario not winning a best family game is just crazy. And then like the Sky Wars, the Star Wars, that was good. I mean, who the fuck doesn't like Star Wars, let alone over Kirby?
Yeah.
And then I mean, Splatoon is a little bit more advanced than the rest of them, so that one's multiplayer, so I can see why that one probably didn't win. But I would have thought that Nintendo Switch Sports would have fucking won over Kirby, based off of like because what it says here is the best game appropriate for family play.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, is
Kirby,
Nintendo
I don't
Sports?
even think it's multiplayer.
Like, is Nintendo Sports actually like you can have more than one player?
Yeah, it's it's one of those. It's like the Wii Sports shit, where it's like based off of movement.
Yeah, that makes more sense to go that route. Kirby's a single player game. You can't. I don't think you can play. It's not co-op or anything on there. I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I remember that. Yeah, it is. It just hit my brain. I was like, yeah, it is. It is. You can add another character on there. Yeah.
All right. So the other one, John, you probably can help me out with this one, but the best fighting game category.
Yeah.
So for this one, it was DNF Duel, which I still want to get this. I want to get into this series. This is probably the only fucking game that I don't have on this list. But DNF Duel, which is made by Arc System Works, you know, they made Guilty Gear, they made Dragon Ball Fighters. They also made the Blaze Blue series. Then you got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle Royale. You got the King of Fighters, which we played that a little bit when that came out.
That's decent.
They got Sifu, which I don't know why Sifu's fucking in the fighting game category. And then you got Multiverses. I think Multiverses deserved it. Multiverses is good.
Why'd they put Sifu in there? That's not even a...
I don't fucking know, man.
Like a story combat game.
I don't fucking know.
I would say was Was it
Um,
Fighters?
which one?
What was that game called again? The one we played, the Fighter.
The King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. Yeah, I would say that one.
Yeah, I'd probably. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at multiverses, but yeah, as a traditional fighting game, I know that might trigger people because most of the time, fighting game fans don't consider fucking what is these shits called brawlers, beat 'em up, fucking smash type games as fighters.
Yeah, but if you're talking strictly about like traditional combat fighting games, it's like I don't think that really would be in the same category as that. You know what I mean?
It's a fighting game for sure, but like that shit's not King of Fighters or Mortal Kombat or
And speaking of that, man, Ed Boon, bro, come on, let's get another one, man.
I know he fucking playing. Fucking playing. Best role playing. This is pretty much self-explanatory. The nominees were Triangle Strategy, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Pokemon's Legends Arceus, which I don't even did that. I thought they came out no, it came out January.
Pokemon.
I thought I was about to say, didn't that shit come out in 2021? Live Alive, I don't know what the fuck that is, and then Elden Ring. Elden Ring one, of course, which makes sense. There's no debating that.
Yeah, that was a.
Then we got Best Action and Adventure. I feel like this could have won either or, but you got a Plague's Tale, Requiem, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Tunic, and then God of War Ragnarok.
I think Stray won that.
I've heard Tunic is really good.
I never heard.
It's another indie game.
Hold on.
I heard Tunic is really good. I might get. I think that shit's on Game Pass. I might actually play that shit on Game Pass. I heard Tunic is really good. Stray's good. I don't think any of those can compete with God of War though. But I would say Horizon is definitely a good competitor though.
Who won that? I think it was Stray, right?
Yeah, it was God of War.
Hands down.
Yeah. And then we have the best action game.
God of War.
Which surprisingly that's not even in here. There was Sifu, the Ninja Turtle game that I mentioned earlier, a game called Neon White.
The hell is that?
Bayonetta 3 and Modern Warfare 2.
I think it was Bayonetta, right?
I have Bayonetta 3, so for me, I personally would have preferred Modern Warfare 2 only because the campaign was so fucking good this year. The campaign on that game was really good. Like that alone was worth the game. But I mean, I can see why Bayonetta 3 won. I haven't played Sifu yet. But
yeah, at least Bayonetta got something. It's been a long time since Bayonetta came out, so at least it got some kind of recognition.
Yeah. And then what else do we have here? Best VR game. You got After the Fall.
Yeah.
Do we really care about this?
You can go ahead though. I like that we're going over them.
Best VR. So we have After the Fall, which I was supposed to get this game when it came out. I never got it, but if it goes on sale, I'll probably still check it out. Then you have Among Us VR, Bone Lab, Red Matter 2, and then Moss Book 2. I personally, only because I don't really know shit about anything else on this list, I probably would have gave it to Among Us.
Yeah.
I know it's the popular choice, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I wonder where PlayStation is going to go with the VR2. Or is it going to be successful?
Oh, I got to get that shit.
Oh, you going to get it?
Yeah, there's going to be a Horizon game. I think it's called The Call of the Mountains or some shit.
Yeah,
that's going to be on PlayStation VR.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily agree with the price. It's pretty much the same fucking price as the PS5, and then you also need the PS5 to operate it.
So this one is like this next category. I was fucking blown away by because this is crazy. So the next category is best community support, right? So they have it labeled here as recognized for a game's outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusiveness of and social media activity based off of updates and patches.
Okay.
So everything was the nominees were Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and then Final Fantasy, whatever fucking I don't know what letter this is. XIV. I don't know Roman numerals, but if you for you guys that are listening, you probably know what game this is and remember what section this was.
Right.
But I don't know, cause like fucking Fortnite and Apex alone, even Destiny, like they have the craziest fan bases, and then like there's always social media posts trending of Fortnite or Apex Legends, and then like the communities are really good. Like they any criticisms that they have with the game, they pretty much fix them. Like obviously with Fortnite, like Fortnite has changed a lot with the no build mode and shit. I know people were always complaining about that, about how difficult the game was, but they went ahead and added that in.
I always never.
They added
the
ability to run. You can run faster.
I never understood.
And now,
that.
Sorry.
No, you're good. No, it's like I never understood that though. With I get the no build, but that's the game though. It's like.
Well, I mean, it makes it easier for people who just don't like that.
Yeah,
you just want to shoot.
That's true, but it I don't know. Playing Fortnite without having to build is so weird.
I can't play Fortnite without the build mode.
Yeah,
I just find no building boring as fuck. I need the building,
right?
But yeah, I mean, and then you also, and then mind you, like they add a lot of shit in Fortnite. Fortnite's constantly always updated. It gets the most collabs, a bunch of shit. Like when you talk about community support, transparency, and social media activity, Fortnite is one of those games that's always fucking always on there. People are always asking for certain shit. Like Fortnite does this thing where they do, I forgot what it's called, but it's like. People like on Twitter or wherever the space they're from, but people create designs and I guess request Epic to have them add it into the game, and they actually do that. There's several skins in the game where people have created their own illustrated skin and had Epic request to have this in the game, and it's actually been in the game, and I find that super cool. Like, so when you talk about community and like a loyal fan base and shit like that, I would have thought Fortnite would have won that for sure, but it is what it is.
They just put Mr.
What'd you say?
And then they just put like a Mr. Beast skin in there, the YouTuber.
Yeah, they put Mr. Beast in there. My Hero Academia was in there. I had to cop All Might.
My Hero.
Did you get that?
I seen the advertisement on it.
Nick, did you get it?
What, the All Might on Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't even see that. Did it actually?
Oh, you didn't get All Might?
No, I already missed it. I already missed it, didn't I?
Yeah, that shit left like a week ago, bro. They brought All Might, Deku,
damn.
Fuck, what's his name? Bakugo and
damn, even Dot.
Fuck, what's her name?
Even Dot seen that shit. I was like, I didn't even see that at all. Like,
yeah, My Hero shit was in there. Yep.
Damn. Damn, Dot.
Then we have.
Should have told me, bro.
Oh, they know you
That's
still.
crazy. You didn't see All Might shit.
Yeah, I did. I didn't see that. No. Damn.
Then the next one is, which I'm not mad at, only because I've played everything on here. The best mobile game. So it was Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Tower of Fantasy, and Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap won, which I kind of can see why. Marvel Snap is a very good game. It's a card game, so like unless you're like in the card based like strategy games and shit like that, no, you probably wouldn't care for it. But Marvel Snap probably deserves that. It's a really good game.
I'm surprised that game when they got a big fan base on there.
Yeah, it's really, really growing. Like right now, it's really growing. I think the cool part about it is like, again, I don't know if you guys ever seen gameplay of it, but it's a card based game where pretty much you have an attack power and you have an energy power. And you have to pretty much win the battle based off of using the correct amount of energy and, based off of the cards that you use that have the strongest amount of attack power. But the cool thing about it is it's graphically is really good because like it has a lot of cool animations to it. And then you really get to see a lot of classic comic book variant art. So
Yeah.
like let's say you have a card that has Spider-Man. Throughout the game, you can collect several different cards that show Spider-Man, but they're different versions of Spider-Man. So like you might have the very first intro to Spider-Man when he first debuted in like 1960. You may have that card, and then you may have like a Spider-Man card from fucking uh the Spider-Man Miles Morales movie that came out a few years ago. Like it differs from like it's not like one card is better than the other, but it's more so a collectible card game in the sense like the value of the game is based off of the cool types of cards you have. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
So like imagine you having a Hawk card in the game, but like somebody else has a Hawk card that's different, but the one they have is super rare. So you would never be able to obtain that card. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's just unique shit like that makes the game really good.
That's
But
interesting.
I do anyway. You got best indie game, Cult of the Lamb, Seafood, Tunic, Neon White, and Stray. Stray won. Not surprised.
I should have put Seafood.
Yeah, I mean it was really good for its time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that had really good gameplay. The little bit I played of it.
It definitely did.
Best
I liked it too.
best ongoing game, which I think this is fucking bullshit too, but
I'm really mad about All Might though. Fuck. Like it's like sitting in the back of my brain now. It's like, oh, damn it.
yeah, All Might was fucking. And then they had his fucking Deku's Detroit Smash is the ability. So remember how the Dragon Ball Z shit had the Kamehameha?
Yeah.
Deku's fucking Detroit Smash was in there for a little bit.
And this was a package, right? Was it like 25 around there?
Yeah, that shit was expensive. That shit cost like fucking $50 easily for everybody.
Damn.
I just got All Might. That was
Because I mean,
everybody else was fucking expensive. Best ongoing awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. This is bullshit for this because there's again, I feel like every game on here could easily won it. But everything Apex was nominated, Destiny 2 was nominated, Fortnite was nominated, Genshin Impact was nominated, and then Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy won. I think personally, fucking Genshin Impact probably should have won, only because they update that game like every fucking day, and there's always new shit dropping. So I don't understand how the fuck that shit didn't win, but I mean, it is what it is.
Genshin Impact even it's just so big now that it's got the show about to come out.
Yeah, I can't wait for that shit to come out. That shit looks so good. Like Genshin has like fucking I think like 6 million followers on Twitter.
damn.
That shit
is
yeah, that shit's fucking I've spent too much money on that game. Games for Impact. This is pretty much the category that had a thought-provoking message with the pro-social meaning. So everything that was nominated was A Memoir Blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Handsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I have not heard of any of these games outside of As Dusk Falls.
I was about to recognize those titles.
Yep. And I mean, As Dusk Falls won, so I mean that says a lot there. Oh man, this next fucking category. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm not pissed based off of who won. I'm kind of pissed because like they just screwed this fucking game over so much. Best performance was awarded to an individual for their voice over acting, motion, or in-game performance capture. So it was Ashley Birch. She played Aloy from Horizon. Then you had Charlie. Um, I'm sorry, Charlotte. She played, I believe her name's Amelia
Mm.
from A Plague's Tale. Then you had Sonny. He played what's his name?
Sunny.
Atreus. He played Atreus.
Oh
And then
yeah,
you
yeah.
had her name's Manon Gage. She played someone in Immortality. And then you had Christopher Judge, who played Kratos. I'm not mad at Christopher Judge winning this. I mean, obviously, we all fucking remember his 15-minute fucking speech.
Took up like
Fucking talking
first
for
quarter of the
30
show.
fucking years. But nah, like Ashley Birch should have fucking won, bro. Like I'm mad. Like Aloy didn't win shit.
They didn't, bro. Like it wasn't.
Aloy didn't win fucking shit, bro. And there's no way you about to fucking tell me that God of War blows fucking Horizon out of the water. You get the fuck out of here. There's just no fucking way that God of War is miles better than Horizon. There's no way.
Damn, bro.
And I love both games, but God of War was not significantly better than.
I was only just mad. I was only mad that at least it didn't get no recognition.
Bro, that shit didn't win anything, bro.
I think it's karma because they was talking shit on Elden Ring, the developers, so they got what they
Who was?
Guerrilla Games.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Twitter developers was talking shit because they saying the way the Elden Ring open world is like, they said our open world is, our maps are better than theirs or whatever.
Listen, I'll say this. Elden Ring is way better than fucking Horizon. In the sense of like, if you're talking about the different aspects of the open world, graphically, Horizon is way better. Like, graphically, the world on Horizon blows Elden Ring to shit. But in terms of the world itself, Elden Ring blows fucking Forbidden, like, it's not even comparable. Elden Ring's world is way better than Forbidden West. But if you're talking about just the horizon, the outlook, the environment, graphically, Horizon's world is way better. But the world itself, in terms of activities and just the different settings you go to, Elden Ring is definitely better for sure. Best audio design recognizes the best in the game, audio and sound design. So it was Call of Duty, Elden Ring, God of War, Gran Turismo, and then Horizon.
Audio design. I would say Horizon. I don't really remember that one. It's best audio design, right? I don't remember.
God of War won it. But yeah, the nominees were Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, Forbidden West, and then Gran Turismo.
Not bad. And that was pretty much all the list, right?
Nah, there's still fucking so much more, but I'm just trying to look at the most important ones.
Category.
So for this one, I'm not actually mad at, because I'm at the end of Forbidden West, but like, boy, oh boy. Anyway, so the nominees were A Plague's Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Forbidden West, and then Immortality. And that's for best storytelling and narrative development.
I think it was God of War that won that.
It was for sure God of War.
Yeah.
Elden Ring has no fucking story. I haven't played A Plague's Tale.
It's such a shame because Plague Tale has such a strong, heavy base driven game too. I mean, story.
From what I remember from the first one, it's really good.
Yeah.
Horizon, I just don't understand the story of Horizon. I'm sorry. I don't know like what the fuck like. I know she's looking for someone, like a family, right? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm so far like towards the end in fucking Forbidden West. If you ask me what's going on, I probably could not tell you, because I just don't.
It's just too
really much
long.
fucking.
It's really long. Like,
yeah, the game is fucking long. There's so many people to talk to. Yeah. And then I think that's everything. Yeah, it's pretty much everything.
Yeah, we went over pretty much the good stuff. But I think, Don, you have anything to add on that? Or
No, that's about it. Yeah, I never got around to playing God of War Ragnarok, but yeah, I believe it for the most part. It deserved a lot of those awards.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up a returning episode for you guys. Definitely like, subscribe, and follow our content on all platforms. We're definitely looking forward to really talking about some shows, some movies that are really coming out this year. For you guys to enjoy us kind of really going over, giving our feedback on that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Anybody has anything to add?
Oh, and that kid at the end, that was pretty funny. The troll little kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was I really thought he was a part of the team. I had no idea.
I thought so too. Like, was he not?
No.
Was he not a part of their team?
No, he was some random kid that was just invited to the Game Awards, or I don't even know if he was invited, but he just randomly walked up there on stage with them.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they, next Game Awards we hopefully that they bump up security and shit, because it's like there's no way that a regular, he's not famous for anything. He's just randomly, I don't even know how he got accepted to the Game Awards.
Yeah, it's fucking
He came from the audience. Like, they have a video.
He just happened to come from the audience and just got, he went up towards the stage, and it's like he should have not been nowhere even near the guy who, the CEO of From Software.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That shit's crazy.
Like, that's crazy. Like, the guy was like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, he said, my documented Jew from Bill Clinton. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a pretty funny troll, but yeah, he got arrested, but he's out now.
But all right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.